Hey everyone, welcome back to Velocity Connect, where we explore money, markets, and the future of wealth in simple English. Today, we are asking the big question: what is money? Where does it come from? Who creates it? And why does it seem to lose value over time? We will uncover how money shapes our lives, not just our wallets, and how new ideas like Bitcoin and tokenized real-world assets might change the game forever. Remember, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. And do not forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay curious and informed. Now, let us begin our journey through the story of money.
Once upon a time, Maya learned that money was often made of paper, simple yet important for buying things. Inflation rose, debts piled up, and trust in the financial system started to fade. But Maya also heard that sometimes, paper money did not buy as much as it used to, like getting fewer cookies on her plate. Then, she discovered a new idea: digital money called StableCoins, which were like special online dollars that stayed steady. A stablecoin is digital money, built on blockchain, but designed to stay steady in value. Imagine it as a digital dollar that lives online, yet does not swing like Bitcoin. We learned that these digital dollars were special because they were backed by real money in a bank, keeping them safe and sound. You can send it anywhere in seconds, trade it 24/7, or hold it without worrying. Banking systems are slow, expensive, and closed. Sending money overseas can take days and cost more in fees than the amount sent. With stablecoins, imagine sending money across the world in a blink, making it easy for everyone to share and trade. It seemed old ways of money were losing their sparkle, but new digital dollars promised a bright, steady future. In places like Argentina and Nigeria, where money loses value quickly, people now use stablecoins as digital money. We saw how stablecoins helped people far away, like digital lifeboats when their own money wobbled. For many, they are not just an investment, they are survival. America now had a big choice: to lead the way with these amazing new digital dollars, or watch others try first. A digital dollar lets people send money fast, pay less in fees, and helps more people access financial services. Now we understood that money truly meant trust, and building trust with digital dollars could connect everyone, everywhere. Imagine an economy where a farmer in India, a student in Australia, all use the same digital dollar, instantly, securely, with full transparency. And so, Maya learned that new ideas, like stablecoins, can make the world a fairer and more connected place for all. The future of money might not destroy the old system. It might improve it, if used wisely.
What is money? Really? Long ago, people did not have money. They traded things, like a farmer trading fish for yummy apples. But sometimes it was tricky. What if the apple seller did not want fish? It was hard to find the right trade. So, people invented something clever. They decided to use special items everyone agreed had value, like pretty shells, sparkling stones, or shiny gold. Who creates all this money? Some paper money is printed by governments, ready for use. Also, banks create most of the world's money not by printing it, but by lending it. But a lot of money is created by banks when they lend it to people for big things, like a new car or a house. The more people borrow, the more money exists. With a simple tap on a computer, new digital money appears as if by magic. But if too much new money is made, things can become more expensive for everyone. Can money buy happiness? It can buy comforts like a warm home, tasty food, and fun toys. Studies show once your basic needs are met, food, housing, health, more money does not add much happiness. But true happiness is not bought. It comes from inside you, from being kind, sharing with friends, and warm hugs. Money is a useful tool like a warm, friendly fire that keeps you safe. Used carelessly, it burns it down. Why are we losing purchasing power? Why that things like our favorite snack or a new book cost more than they used to? This is called inflation. It is like adding too much water to your soup, Faye. It makes everything taste thinner, or in this case, makes your money buy less. People started to wonder if there was a better, more stable kind of money, like a digital gold that would not lose its value. Then, a very clever idea came. Bitcoin. It is a special digital money that no one person or bank can control or print more of. And only 1 million will ever exist. Bitcoin is like magic math money, safe and special for the internet. People trust Bitcoin, not because of authority, but because of mathematics. Even though 1 Bitcoin can be very big, you can buy just a tiny piece of it, and it inspired many new exciting ideas for the future of money. But Bitcoin is expensive and valuable. What is next? Imagine being able to own a tiny digital piece of something real and big, like a huge building or even a shiny car. This is called tokenization, where real things get a special digital certificate, making it super easy to share ownership. It helps people all over the world invest in things together, like a big, friendly financial team. A farmer in India, a student in Australia can buy a fraction of it, even $1 worth. Money keeps changing, from shells to coins, paper, pixels, and now, these amazing digital tokens. Tokenization, the future of money. But the most important thing is to learn. Be patient. The winners will be those who learn early, think long-term, and act wisely.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Velocity Connect, where we explore the world of money markets and the future of wealth. Today we are diving into something that is quietly reshaping how people think about money. It is called the Genius Act, and it is all about stablecoins, digital dollars, that could change how we save, spend, and invest. To help us unpack this, I am joined by Luna, an economist and crypto expert who has been tracking this shift closely. Luna, welcome to the show.
Thanks. The Genius Act, short for Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins, is a new U.S. law passed in 2025. It sets clear rules for how stablecoins should be created, backed, and regulated. Before this, stablecoins were kind of the Wild West. Some were safe, some weren't. Now, only licensed institutions can issue them, and they must be backed one-to-one by real assets like U.S. dollars or government bonds.
So it is like giving digital dollars a legal passport.
Exactly. It's about trust and transparency.
Let us break it down for our audience. What is a stablecoin?
A stablecoin is a type of cryptocurrency that's designed to stay stable, usually pegged to the US dollar. So one stablecoin equals $1. Unlike Bitcoin, which can swing wildly, stablecoins are built for everyday use.
Like digital cash.
Exactly. You can send it, save it, or use it to buy things, instantly, globally, and often with lower fees. Imagine sending $100 to a friend overseas. With a stable coin, it arrives in seconds. No wire fees, no delays.
So why are stablecoins such a big deal?
They're programmable, borderless, and available 24/7. Businesses can automate payroll. People can send money without banks. And investors can earn yield by holding tokenized government bonds.
Wait, so you can earn interest with stablecoins?
Yes. Some platforms offer tokenized treasuries, basically digital versions of government bonds. You hold them on the blockchain and earn yield, just like traditional bonds.
Back to the Genius Act. How does it change things for regular people?
It makes stablecoins safer and more accessible. Now, your digital dollar is backed by real money. And because it's regulated, businesses and banks are more willing to use it. Think of it like a gift card. Before the law, you weren't sure if the store had the money behind it. Now, every card is backed and audited.
So it is trust, speed, and access, all rolled into one. Let us talk about the everyday audience. How can someone benefit from this shift?
Here's how. Use stablecoins to send money to family abroad. Save on fees when shopping or paying bills. Earn yield by holding tokenized treasuries. Access financial tools without needing a traditional bank. Imagine a worker getting paid instantly in stablecoins. No waiting for payday, no bank delays.
That is powerful, especially for people outside the traditional system. So, Luna, what is your big takeaway?
The Genius Act is setting the foundation for a new financial system, one that's faster, more inclusive, and built for the digital age. Stablecoins are just the beginning.
Love it. And for our audience, this is your chance to learn, explore, and maybe even participate in the future of money. Remember, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. And do not forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay curious and informed. Thanks for tuning in to Velocity Connect. We will see you next time. All right, my friends, that is our journey through the past, present, and future of money. Money is not evil. It is not magical. It is simply a mirror, reflecting who we are, what we value, and how we exchange trust with one another. But here is the truth. Money was designed to hold value, yet history keeps showing us the same pattern. Our purchasing power slowly fades. When more dollars chase the same amount of goods, prices rise, and the savings we worked so hard for buy us less and less. That is why people began to ask, if my money keeps losing power, is there a better kind of money? From gold to Bitcoin, and now the rise of tokenized real-world assets. The search continues, not just for wealth, but for fairness, stability, and freedom. If you understand how money works, you do not just earn it, you master it. And once you master it, you gain more than riches. You gain control of your future. In future videos, we are going deep on real-world asset tokenization represents the joining of traditional financial instruments and blockchain technology. So keep watching, keep learning. Because knowledge, patience, and curiosity are your greatest assets. Remember, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. And do not forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay curious and informed. Until next time, my friends, stay wise, stay grounded, and stay connected.